loves, welcome back to another video. My name is Alizea. You already know. Today's video is going to be a life update. We're not really going to do the whole intro thing because, I kind of don't have any more time. I don't even know if you guys can tell, but I am starting to pack. There's a lot of things that are going on behind the scenes, and I guess I'll give you guys a life update because, things have changed and, things are kind of ghetto right now. So we're going to dive straight into today's video. And I'm sorry that it doesn't seem like I have so much energy. I'm just very stressed the hell out, let's say that. But, you guys, I am literally, in Atlanta, Georgia. I recently moved to Atlanta, Georgia, around February the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th. Don't remember, but I know it was in early February of this year. Throughout the 6 months that I have been here, I consider it 6 months because it feels like 6 months. Don't quote me on that. But throughout the 6 months of me being here, I have went through a lot of hardships. I've went through a lot of ups and downs. I went through, a lot of, adventures, journeys, a lot of stuff, let's say that. I even started hormones this year, which was my ultimate goal. But to give you guys an update on the hormones, I still have the hormones here. It sounds like there's a lot, but there's not that many in here. And I went through my first file. I'm on my second file now. To give you guys an update on the moans aren't working. Everything is still functional, if you get what I mean. And it's just not giving what it's supposed to be gave, let's say that. But yeah, the hormones aren't working. And what's so crazy about it is that I've always said this in the past, especially in my old videos, that I wasn't genuinely ready to start hormones. And what I mean by that is that I wasn't financially ready to start hormones, because I think 2 months ago, because I bought a 2-month supply of hormones. But 2 months ago, I was already, going down in my bank account or whatever. And, things were getting a little rough on the ends. And to be honest with you guys, I didn't have the money for real. And I spent literally basically my last on hormones because I felt like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I kind of felt peer pressure to start hormones, especially living in Atlanta. And what I mean by that, I get all the time like questions, are you on hormones? Or when are you going to start hormones? Or I get people online that tell me and say, you're not trans because you're not on hormones or you're not taking hormones, when you really don't know what people go through. You don't know what people are battling with and stuff like that, or people's medical conditions, for example. And to be honest with you, it's not even an excuse or anything, but it's like, I didn't really have the money to afford these things. And even then, I spent over $250 for these, and they're not even working for my body. So it's like, that was a waste of $250 that I genuinely can't get back. And then the person that I get the hormones from is in jail. I'm just like, so much is going on right now. And I was talking to a couple of dolls, in the little Telegram chat room or whatever, girl, no tea, no shade. If you know, you know. But yeah, I was talking to a couple of dolls and they were telling me, oh, you shouldn't have shopped with him because da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, girl, where was y'all at when I actually needed the help to start the hormones and stuff like that? And if there was cheaper options, because I don't have medical insurance, I don't have health care. I am completely, borderline broke, no tea, no shade. And, things have happened. And recently I have applied to, I think, 80 jobs. I kid you not. Literally, I have applied at 80 jobs. And for like the past, let's say 4 weeks, I've only had 4 interviews out of all those 80 jobs. It's genuinely so hard out here to get a job. But yeah, I've applied at 80 jobs and I've only gotten hired at 2 jobs out of 4 interviews, which, I'm not complaining because thank God I finally got a job. But it took 6 months for me to get a job, which is absolutely crazy. And mind you, what I mean by this, it took me 6 months to find a job somewhat close to where I live or where I'm currently staying, let's say that in quotations. But yes, and it kind of does frustrate me because it's like, it shouldn't be this hard to get a damn job. And you go to a damn interview, you get, professionally dressed up and everything. You go to the interview, you try to be all professional, you answer the questions nicely, and they be like, alrighty, we'll give you a call back, and then the call back never comes, or you're expecting to finally get hired at a job, but then you get the email that we're sorry, we went with other candidates and stuff like that. Like, girl, it literally makes me so incredibly angry, and it frustrates me because it's like I'm doing all this just to get it slapped right back in my face and keep getting denied. Like, I know people say, oh, don't give up, it gets better and stuff like that, which I'm those type of people. I'm that type of person to be like, oh, don't give up because you only live once, and, don't just, fall off of the face of the planet and da in quotations. I'm like, I see why some people get depressed, and I see why a lot of people, do strange things. And what I mean by strange things is, Miss or whatever, no tea, no shade, they do that stuff because, like, they're trying to find an escape from all the hardships that they're going through. And, recently I've actually fell out with like a bunch of people, and I fell out with a lot of people that I was trying to genuinely be cool with, and I was trying to actually genuinely build bonds with, because I don't hang out with people to just be associates with them. I hang out with people to make friends. I hang out with people to actually become best friends with them, or even family with them. I'm not looking to have associates. I'm not looking for that. And in the past couple of months that I've been in this apartment, and for the past couple of months that I've been in Atlanta, it has been incredibly hard to find real genuine friends and real genuine people that you can call family and that you can rely on when you're going through actual hardships. And I don't feel like I really have anybody. I'm going to be honest with you. And I know that sounds crazy to say. I don't even know who's watching this, but you're going to see why. But I genuinely don't feel like that I have anybody, especially now, because like, it's like when I try to explain to people, what I'm going through mentally and what I'm trying to do with my life, it's like nobody really hears me out. Nobody listens to me. Like, for example, with the other friend that I used to have, my ex-homegirl, I was telling her, like, I was like, okay, I want to like find myself, and I want to, try to become the beautiful person I know I can be. And I'm trying to figure out what type of friends I want to have and stuff like that. And she was like, you supposed to been find that out. You supposed to been find that. I'm like, baby, I'm only 20 years old. Like, girl, you're like almost 30 and you still haven't figured yourself out. So how are you gonna discredit what the hell I'm going through or what the hell I'm saying when you're in the same damn boat? And mind you, you're older. That doesn't make no goddamn sense, literally. And it's no tea, no shade. It's like, another thing is, I really wanted to be cool with the damn girl. I really wanted to be cool with a lot of gay people, because I told you guys, if you guys been following me for years, you guys know I am originally from Texas, Waco to be exact. I lived in San Antonio for about a year and a half, maybe 2 at most. But I lived in Texas my whole entire life, and I've always wanted to have LGBTQ friends, or let me say it like this, I've always wanted to have Black queer friends, because I've always been around people of not my complexion, and it kind of feels lonely and isolating when you genuinely want to relate to somebody and you want somebody to understand you, not for you just being queer or gay or trans or whatever, but to also understand the struggles and the discrimination you face, and to relate on you on a deeper level. That's what I was looking for. And then I come to Atlanta thinking that I finally found that, but a lot of these people are fake, artificial. They live this fake, Kardashian lifestyle. Like, they buy these fake bags, or if the bag is real, you're spending your whole savings on a bag. When you live in a student housing, like, it doesn't make no sense to me, genuinely. And it frustrates me too when everybody has this mean girl persona, like they can't sit over here and trust people. It's like, you don't tell everybody your business outright, like the first time you meet them. Literally, you don't tell people everything about you. You just give them little bits and stuff to see how they gonna act. And I went through this my whole entire life, especially during high school, when I was basically the only Black trans woman in my whole school. I've already known what the hell to move, how to fucking act and stuff like that. So like, coming to Atlanta and I'm seeing all these people with this mean girl energy and all this mean girl spirit, I'm just like, I don't want to be around that, because like, For example, I've had people literally tell me to my face, or even I've heard it from other people behind my back. People will be like, oh yeah, you know, Alizé, she's really not trans because she's not on hormones and stuff like that. Like, she really needs to pop them on. She needs to really pop them on. Mind you, they're not even saying he. Or I've had other gay people tell me that, you know, I still don't see you as a girl because you don't consider yourself as a woman and da 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 da. I'm like, I didn't say it like that. I said that I consider myself a trans woman because I carry myself a different way from your typical trans woman. And what I mean by typical is like the girls with the surgeries, the girls with, you know, the enhancements, the girls that live the actual transgender, written down lifestyle, let's say it like that. Like, I'm trying not to be controversial because there's a lot going on that I had to give a life update on. No tea, no shade. But yes, that's the biggest thing that I've been facing. And I've come to terms with that. I genuinely don't want any more friends, especially moving forward. After my birthday, I really just want to cut everybody off and I really just want to move on with my life. I really kind of don't even want to be in Atlanta anymore, which is absolutely crazy to say. I know it's like, oh my God, Alizé, she doesn't want to live in Atlanta anymore. That's a shocker. And it's like, I really have a purpose in Atlanta. I don't know, my spirit, my guide, my everything, my guardian angel. It's like something is keeping me in Atlanta and I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm meant to do something here before I leave and I don't know what it is. And that's why it's breaking my heart that I'm going through the things that I'm finna tell y'all in this video. But it's just a lot that's been going on. And you know, my best friend, I was talking to my best friend. We've had our differences and stuff like that, but I was talking to my best friend and my best friend was lecturing me because it happened like, I think 2 weeks ago, which is so crazy about it. 2 weeks ago, I finally fell out for the last and final time because I fell out with that damn girl. We're just going to call her Pretty Light Skin or whatever because I don't know what name to give her. Oh, no, we're going to call her Moon. Let's call her Moon. But Moon, you know, I fell out with her 5 different times. She's another trans girl. She's beautiful. She hates being called beautiful. She hates being called all these things. I understand where she's coming from, but goddamn, girl, you're goddamn beautiful, girl. There's nothing negative to really talk about besides your, you know, evil spirit that you don't see and how you treat people. That's it. That's all. But she is a genuine person and she does have a genuine heart. And, you know, when I'm talking to my best friend about her, she's like, Alizé, like, why you keep mentioning this girl? Alizé, like, da 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 da. But it's like, I don't even want to get into that because we're going to talk about that in another video. But it's like, she was lecturing me, my best friend was lecturing me about, like, you know, me still hanging around the girl when she made me cry on the damn rooftop. And it's like, I was crying on the rooftop because I was getting so emotional with all these damn mind games that this girl was fucking messing with my head with. It's like I was going through so much and I'm trying so hard to just basically change myself, which is so crazy to say, but I have been genuinely changing myself. I would say for the worse because hanging around certain people, especially in this city, like you have to basically go or puff pass or, you know, sip or, you know, have this, you know, IG lifestyle. Like you gotta have your eyebrows done, you gotta have your makeup done, you gotta have your lashes did, you gotta have Botox, girl. I'm talking about Botox over here in this area. You gotta have your nails done, your toes done, you gotta go looking outside, looking good all the time. And I'm just like, that's not me. That's not who I truly am, because when I get dressed, I'm getting dressed because it makes me feel happy in the inside. I'm not getting dressed and I'm not trying to look good for anybody else's approval. I'm trying to look good for my own approval because I love myself and this is my life. I don't need nobody else's approval. I don't need nobody else's approval. Simple as that. That's all I'm gonna say. But she was basically lecturing me about, like, why would you hang around people like that? And it's like, I don't even know how to explain it to her because, like, I don't want to come off like controversial or anything like that, but like when I hang around different people alone, it's like you get a different vibe. Like when you mix your friend groups up together, it's like it doesn't really work out. Like literally, big friend groups never last, literally. But when I was hanging out with her alone and I got to really connect with her on a deeper level, it's like out of all the negatives that she has a lot of strong positives, and that's what there's a couple of things that I genuinely like about the girl, even though, you know, she does this or she talks about me and stuff like that. Like, you know, I would even say maybe it's an insecurity thing to where I've been so insecure about losing friends and not having friends and dying alone. That's my biggest thing. And I don't want to cry on this camera because, like, I feel like I am gonna die alone one day, and you know that's sad to say, especially being a black trans woman, my damn self. But like, you know, it does make me sad that I keep falling out with people because people don't understand where the hell I'm coming from, and people don't understand who the fuck I am, because I'm not your typical trans woman. I'm not your typical gay person. I'm not your typical person of color, just anything like that. Like, I'm a different human being, and I'm very outgoing. I'm very loud. I'm very ghetto. I'm very ratchet. I'm very me. I have a bubbly, bright personality, and I hate that I had to die that down. I hate that I had to simmer that down. I hate that I had to basically hide who I truly am on the inside and on the outside to appease people. And I've been doing that with my best friend too, no tea, no shade, which she don't really know that. But like, let me say it like this. Yeah, it kind of does make me a little bit sad because it's like, you know, she might not see what I see in the girl, but like I see somebody who's genuinely like, she's a lost soul, but there's still good in that soul. And you know, she has a beautiful soul. It's just a little bit damaged, and there's things that I think I could help her with, or I could, let me say like this, give her advice to, like she gives me advice. So it's like, yeah, like she's a cool person. I know people like to say, oh, well, stop talking about the girl and da 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 da. There's nothing negative to say about the damn girl, and that's the damn thing that I fucking hate about this damn freaking place in Atlanta. But we're just gonna scroll past that because that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. And if you guys didn't know, like I think a couple of videos down, I think it's like my life as a 20-year-old trans woman in Atlanta or something like that. It has like 5,000 views or whatever. I basically was talking about me being basically, you know, a girl, you know, a little, you know, beep boop boop. Hey, what you doing type of girl? Like, what service you looking for type of girl? Yeah, I'm one of those, sadly, yes. I basically have had to do that to basically survive in Atlanta because it is genuinely hard out here. Like, it was so genuinely hard to find a job, which I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's dangerous to do that stuff. You think I don't know that it's dangerous? You think I don't know that I'm putting my life at risk? Yes, I know that I'm putting my life at risk. Yes, I know that I am literally, you know, in the top percent of getting unalive. Yes, I know this, but I have no other way of making money. I'm about to be on the street. Like, I need money, literally. And I've been doing a lot of things. Like, you know, I recently went out to Chicago, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think it was 3 weeks ago. I went out to Chicago 3 weeks ago, and, you know, I was working my set out there, and that was the most traumatizing city of my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. I went through so much in Chicago, y'all. Like, I have to do a whole genuine video about Chicago. Like, I have story times for days on Chicago because it was so much that I went through, literally. Like, for example, y'all, I got stranded in Chicago. I know I'm laughing about all this traumatic stuff, but I try to not cry. So my way of not crying, I like to laugh a lot, you know. let me stop. But I got stranded in Chicago. We were actually on the street, me and my best friend, we were on the street. That's how we ended up becoming best friends, because of the situation. But yeah, we were on the street and things went wrong, and we just didn't have no more money. We wasn't making no money in Chicago. And which was crazy because at first, before we went out there, we posted ourselves out there to see if the calls were good, if we were going to make money, which there was a lot of high dollar calls out there, let's say that. But then when we get there, 0 calls. I'm like, what the hell? Y'all treating us like we in Atlanta right now. Like, no. We need money for rent. And she made her rent, but I unfortunately didn't make my rent. So yeah. And then I actually, you know, basically had the San Antonio situation happen to me again. And if you guys didn't understand what I'm talking about, or don't understand what I'm talking about because you are new or you're a reoccurring viewer, basically in San Antonio, I actually got taken of, or like something like that. So that ended up happening in Chicago for me being stupid because, like I said, we were stranded in Chicago. We had basically $0 to our name. So with that being said, somebody basically wanted, you know, to do some things in order for us to get a room and to get, you know, a way of transportation. And, you know, things have happened, and let's just say in that vlog, I was genuinely crying because we got robbed. We literally got robbed, and it was just so much that went on in Chicago. I never want to go back to that city. I am genuinely traumatized from that city. Like, oh my gosh, literally. But it wasn't all that bad, but it was just a lot. I explored Chicago. I tried to go to the beach, but girl, it was 100 degrees in Chicago, which I didn't even know up north could get that damn hot, literally. So girl, if y'all don't believe in global warming, y'all need to believe in global warming now. No tea, no shade. But seriously, I went through a lot in Chicago. I also basically, like, after this situation that happened, I had to basically, this is kind of graphic to say, so I'm gonna try to use code words, but I talked to a older gentleman in his like 80s, and not 80s, let's say 60s, yeah, 60s. I talked to a man in his 60s, and I had to do some things against my morals because I needed a ride to a motel room because I seriously wanted a roof over my head. I was basically dying in the inside. And, you know, it's a little scary to be talking about these things on the internet, especially knowing that I have a platform like this. Like, it is scary to say all this stuff on the internet, but oh well, let's, you know, yeah, I don't think y'all ever gonna see me again, so I might as well get it out my chest because things are going for the worst. But yeah, I had to do that for a ride to the motel room. It was absolutely miserable. I was in the bed basically crying, and like my legs were up, and he was like kissing me, and he like felt tears coming down on his like neck area, and he's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "No, I'm not crying," and I'm trying so hard not to look like I'm crying because, you know, I had to get a ride. So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not crying," and he's like, "You know, I don't mean to, like, you know, make you feel uncomfortable and da 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 da," but I'm like, "Yes, I'm totally uncomfortable, but I know you wouldn't have given me a ride if I didn't do this, so I needed a genuine ride, literally." And I also got strangled by, you know, I got strangled by a trick, you know. He basically got mad at me because I couldn't complete a service out there in Chicago, so that ended up happening. He took his money, and I basically was back at $0. And mind you, that was the first and only I had that night. Well, I don't want to say the C word, but that was the first and only person that I had that night. So it was like, wow, I'm just back at $0. Like, whoa. And I still have rent to pay back at home. So it's like, what the hell am I doing? Literally. And, you know, I also had that happen, I think, 2 more times. It wasn't like me actually getting like this. I've been threatened 2 more times after the situation there. Yeah, I basically was threatened because, like, I'm not doing this type of work. I'm not attracted to the men that I attract. Like, I'm a darker girl. I am, you know, very like colorful, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like just a lot of older people like that, and it creeps me the hell out too. Like, they just like them something young, and it just, oh, it disgusts me. So like every time I have a guy come over or something like that, or I'm linking with a guy in a motel room or whatever, you know, they're the 9 times out of 10 they're hideous. I've only had like a handful, like actually I think this many that were actually attractive or that I was attracted to. This many on my hand. Everybody else completely hideous, completely hideous. So yeah, no tea, no shade. That ended up happening. I'm linking with those guys, and every time I'm linking with them, I'm just literally in the bed waiting for it to be done, and I'm disgusted. And you know, my like people that I'm close with now, they always ask me, "Oh, why do you, like, you know, have a little cancer stick in your hand, or why are you doing the cancer sticks?" I'm like, because I'm stressed out and I don't want to do this. Who wants to do this? Who wants to basically go against their morals and, you know, sell themselves to the devil for this? Like, no, no tea, no shade, because I'm like, no, like, absolutely not, no. this is not what I want to do, and this is not where I saw myself. And I don't even know why I genuinely went down this path. Literally, I thought fast money was going to be good money, but like let me say it like this: fast money ain't good money, and not every dollar bill is good money. Let's say it like that. Like, I don't know what the slogan is, I don't know what that is, but like, that's what it is. All money ain't good money, and I had to learn that the hard way. And there was one time where there was a situation with a guy, and he basically, like, I'm just telling y'all all the business. That's so crazy. But like, this is why I feel so comfortable. I don't know why I feel so comfortable telling my business on the internet. But there was this last guy. It was kind of recent too. I couldn't complete the service. He came over and he wanted me to be dominant, if you get what I mean. And I couldn't get up, basically. I know it sounds crazy to say. I don't have dysfunction down there. Like, it works perfectly fine when I'm truly attracted to you, but he was hideous. And I get that a lot, to where like I get people who are like, oh, like, I want you to be dominant. I'm like, when they get here and they're hideous, she can't get up. Like, she's not working. She's not working at all. Like, I'm completely disgusted. And they get so angry with me. And I've had times where some of them would be like, okay, well, I want my money back. I'm not giving you a goddamn money back. And the only times I've ever given money back is when I thought my life was at risk, because I'm not finna die. No shade, no shade. Even though I'm gonna get into something else. So yeah. And then also in Chicago, we almost got basically, put on the street. Let's say that. I'm trying to say it in cold words, but we almost got put on the street 3 different times by like a couple of different guys. They was trying to use me and my homegirl to make money, and I'm just like, no. And I'm telling her, I'm like, my morals is telling me no, so I'm gonna listen to my instinct, like, no, let's not do that before we end up on, living in Atlanta. I would personally say it's just been so rough. I've been acting like, oh, it's all so sweet. Like, it looks so sweet on the internet, where, oh, I finally found my apartment. Oh, I'm going through here. I'm doing this now. Yes, y'all, I finally started hormones. It looks all sweet on the outside, but you guys don't know what I've been going through to get all this stuff. Let's say that. Yes. And I know a lot of people might ask me, well, Alizea, why are you continuing to do it? I don't have no other way of making income. But I actually do now. Surprise, I finally got a job. I actually posted it in my community notes, but I have my little thing behind me. I don't even know if you can see it, but hold up, girl. The little shirt, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But that's where I work at now, no shade. But I finally have a job. It took 6 months to get, child. Crazy, I know, right? But yeah, I finally have a job, and I'm eventually going to completely stop once my bills are all paid for, which will be kind of hard, which is why I'm also making this video, because, it is my birthday month, and I just don't like not posting. Like, I love making content and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm kind of talking your heads off. I know y'all haven't seen me in about a month, so I'm also sorry about that. I have been depressed. I have been going through a lot in my head. I've been feeling so mentally drained. And, let me say it like this, because, oh girl, I'm getting very emotional, literally, because the thing is, my birthday is around the corner, right? And, I am actually about to be on the street. Yes, I know it sounds so crazy to say, like, I look so good. I look so glamorous. No, I feel ugly, feel disgusting. I feel hideous. And I know it sounds crazy to say this. I know it sounds crazy, and this is coming from somebody who preaches so much positivity in this world. And I preach so much positivity into you guys. Like, I've helped some of you guys with so much, but I've been really going through a lot, and I'm actually about to be homeless, and I'm about to get evicted on my birthday, which is absolutely crazy. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I can't even go home because I can't even afford a bus ticket, which is crazy. And what I mean by home is back to Texas. I don't have nowhere to go. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't even afford a motel room, which is crazy. This literally, like, is so mind blowing to me. I finally have a damn job, but it took 6 fucking months. And why the hell would I get a job now? Why the hell did I get a job now when things are about to hit the fan, literally? And it's been literally on my mind, and it's literally been draining me and been messing with my head for the longest, because it's like, oh my gosh, like, why am I going through this? And you know, I know a lot of people say, oh, well, this could be your karma and stuff like that. Like, there was one comment, somebody left a comment, and it was like, oh, this is your karma and stuff like that. I'm like, oops, my bad. Like, I didn't know that this is what karma looks like. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy, literally. Which, like I said, I try to be very positive, but I feel like Atlanta has really tried to change me into like a mean, evil spirited person, which I don't like to be like that. No tea, no shade, and no shade. I got a smart mouth. That's why I try my hardest to stay out of situations. Cause like I almost actually got jumped too. That's what's so crazy about it. When I fell out with that girl, I also fell out with another gay boy, and he called some other T girl to come and try to jump me and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, you trying to do all this stuff and get me arrested? Girl, I'm not trying to be in prison, especially not in no Atlanta prison. Like, that is so crazy that I've been going through all this goddamn stuff. Literally, all because I wanted to make friends. You know what all this stemmed from? Me telling one person that I liked your hair. All I said was, I liked your hair, and look at the situation I'm in now. And I have nobody to blame. I can't blame nobody for the situation I'm in. I can't blame nobody for the situation, like that I'm about to be homeless, that I'm about to be on the street, that, you know, I'm depressed and stuff like that. I have nobody to blame. I put myself in a situation, and I just had to figure a way out of it. I feel like the easiest way out of it is, you know, basically like, you know, bada bing, bada boom, basically disappearing forever. And what I mean by that, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you're picking up what I'm putting down. I'm not talking about going ghost. I'm talking about actually becoming a ghost, literally. Because I genuinely don't feel like doing this anymore. I have no more hope in life. I don't want this to come off, you know, harmful and stuff like that. But I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and I don't know anymore. I've tried to apply for homeless shelters. I'm on a damn waiting list. How are you put on a waiting list when your guy's storing homeless? It doesn't make no sense. I've also tried to apply for loans, because I'm like, okay, let's try to apply for a loan so you can try to get your bills paid or something like that. Denied. Then I went, literally, that's why I'm dressed today, because I tried to do it one more time. I'm like, okay, maybe one more time I could try to get it. One more time I could try to do it. Denied. I'm like, fuck. And I'm finding it all hilarious, because I'm like, what do you do in this situation? There's no point in crying, because I don't like to cry. My mama told me when I was younger, she said, like, well, I know this sounds a little ghetto to say, but she said men don't cry. Like, boys don't cry. You're not supposed to cry. Like, you're supposed to be tough, so be tough. And I don't know, ever since then, when she told me that, I never, like, could just cry on command. I can't, like, cry. That's why some of y'all went, like, I know some of y'all watched the documentary and y'all saw that I was like crying, and I know some of y'all were like sending me messages like, oh, like this made me so emotional and stuff like that. Like, I don't cry. Like, it's hard for me to cry. It's hard for me to like even cry on camera. Like, it's genuinely so hard for me to get emotional. But it's been draining the hell out of me with so much that's going on. It looks so good on the outside. You know, I know that, you know, there's people on the internet that be like, oh, you know, other people's stories look so easy. You don't know what these people have went through to get on top. Literally. And no shade. I also pawned my mama's ring, and if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my notes. These are the things that I want to get off my chest. Like, this is a little, you know, life update of what's happening. So that's why I'm looking down, girl, because, you know, I don't want to forget. So let me get back on track. But yeah, I pawned my mama's ring. I basically lost a part of her in order to pay rent for last month. And yeah, I lost the ring forever. I don't have nothing to remember my mama for anymore. I'm done. The only thing that I truly have Now it's her purses and her ashes. That's it. That's all. And I wanted to always keep her ring because I wanted to pass it down to my children that I have in the future. Ooh, girl, this is kind of getting emotional, girl. I don't like this. Ooh, crying is ghetto. But yeah, I basically lost a part of her. I kind of feel like I lost her spirit as well because I feel like that spirit contained her. I mean, I feel like that ring that I had contained her spirit, and I just lost it forever. So yeah, I I don't know what to do. And you know, I hate asking for handouts. Like when I was stranded in Chicago, how I got back to Atlanta was I asked my brother, my I think second eldest brother, I asked him for a bus ticket, basically like money to get back home. It was like, how the hell are you stranded in Chicago? I'm like, you know, I kind of don't want to tell you that I'm actually out here doing some strange things for some change. So, yeah, I'm not going to tell you that. It's no shade. But yeah, I'm doing some strange things. And what's so crazy about it, he literally watches my videos. And I don't, that's why it's so hard for me to make some story times or even come on the internet. Because, like, I don't want people to, like, I don't want to feel shameful. Well, that's a damn lie. I feel shameful even doing this. Like, literally, somebody literally just texted me talking about what's your rate. I can't get enough of this. But I don't know why I'm laughing because none of this is funny. I'm not finding it humorous, literally. It's just the goofy side showing. But literally, I asked him for help and he got me a bus ticket, but that's all he could help me with, literally. And, you know, I can't ask for help. Like, ugh, stop texting my phone. But I can't ask him for help for rent because he has a family of his own. Same with my oldest brother, the one that y'all saw in the documentary. Um, yeah, he has a family too. And I already asked him for help as well. I kind of forgot what I asked him for help for, but yeah, I asked him for help too. So I can't ask for no more help from them. They have family of themselves they have to take care of. So it's like, I'm on my own. I'm an adult. I put myself in this situation. I had to find a way out of it. I had to toughen up. And that's why I haven't been getting dressed lately as well. Like, I know y'all are like, oh, she's finally switching it up. My afro is my everything. That's the true Alizea. The butterflies, the rhinestones, the glitter, that's truly me. I don't like to be anything else. I don't want to be anything else. I don't want to dress differently. I love me. But lately, I just been rocking a basic look. Like, I've been literally looking like this. Literally, without the butterflies. This is the first time I've ever put the butterflies in my hair. And I think about 2 months, maybe 3. No shade. But, yeah. Um, Actually, that's a lie. A month ago, because that was my last video. But yeah, no shade. I've been feeling like I feel like Atlanta is making me not like the butterflies, not like the glitter. Like, I was literally talking to myself in the mirror today and I was telling myself, this kind of looks ugly. Like, why do you have all this stuff in your hair? Like, style, like, take it out. But then I had to remember myself. I'm like, I'm Alizea, for crying out loud. Like, why do I care about what other people have to say about me, literally? Like, if they don't like it, that's fine. Go get hit with a bag of bricks. Like, I don't care. And I hate that I lost that type of mindset. And I'm slowly getting it back. No tea, no shade. And the biggest thing is, I know this sounds crazy to say because I've been talking about it for like a past year, that I feel like my heart is in Atlanta, everything, which I still feel like my heart is in Atlanta, but I don't know if Atlanta is for me anymore. Like I said, it's hard for me to make friends out here. It's hard for me to find help. Literally, I've called literally like I think 10 to 20 locations for like financial aid, for pantries and stuff like that. Mind you, I don't have a car for the food pantry, so it's kind of hard to do the food pantries because some food pantries, they give you meats, they give you this, they give you that. So I'm trying to, maybe I could get an Uber, but then at the same time, how am I gonna get an Uber with no damn money? So, and literally, I'm on my last pack of noodles, girl, back there. Those little noodles back there, girl, that's 2 more. I only got 2 packs of noodles left. No tea, no shade. I really been taking food from my damn job. I've been like sneaking it. I could get fired for that, which you know, it's a bummer, but I genuinely have nothing to eat. I don't even have anything else to drink. Like, once this water bottle runs out, I'm done. Like, nothing else. So, like, I'm that broke. And then tomorrow, I literally have to walk to work. I have to walk an hour and 16 minutes to work because I don't have no more money. Literally, I spent my last on a bus ticket to go and try to apply for a loan. So, yeah, there's nothing else. I even tried applying for damn credit cards. Girl. I don't know why I'm finding this all funny. It's not funny. It's just it's so ghetto. Like, who knew in 6 months of me being here that I would be in a predicament that I'm in? And like I said, I can't blame nobody for this because I could have been trying to apply for jobs. I could have been like put myself first, which I tried, but I felt like there was so many distractions in my life. Like I said, I was trying so hard to make friends, and I made a video about it. I was talking about my video that I'm finally starting my transition in my life. I talked about it in in that YouTube video. I basically saying that I feel distracted when I'm around my friends. And for example, my best friend, she's a real genuine soul. I love being around the girl. She's a beautiful human being. But when I'm around her, I feel like we don't get anything done. Literally, like we literally spent the night with each other for I think 3 to 4 days. And for those 3 to 4 days, nothing was done. But as soon as she left, I started to get to work, and that's how I got a job finally. And it's like, yeah, you know, I hate to say it, but like I genuinely feel that I had to let go of people. And I'm talking about like for good. I just feel like I had to focus on myself. And I had to get back to what the plan was for Alizea. Because there was so many things that I wanted to complete this year. But I feel like with me trying to have friends and with me trying to actually connect with people, it's like, damn, like I'm just messing myself up. And I don't like that. So I want to get back to, you know, who I am. I want to get back to what I want to do. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to, you know, for now, have a roof over my head, even though I have to start packing literally tonight. So the ghetto. But yeah, I'm happy to be alive. I have until my birthday to pay my complete rent. It's like 900 and something dollars plus next month's rent, because remember my birthday is literally around the corner. So this month's rent, the only reason why it's so high is because I didn't pay it at the beginning, and then I had to pay next month's rent, which is $833 as well. So that's like I think 1,300. So don't know how I'm gonna come up with that, cause girl, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna come up with that. No tea, no shade, but even though I'm in the toughest situations that I'm in, I'm still grateful to be alive. I'm still grateful to, you know, make the friends that I did make. I'm grateful that I have a community. And what I mean by community is you guys. Like, every day I read my comments because it's like, I don't know what it is. Most of the times my comments are positive. So like I look at my comments and like so there's times where, you know, I cry alone in my room. I know it sounds crazy to say when I be saying, "Oh, yeah, I don't cry." I do cry. I'm a crybaby at heart, you know. I'm a little crybaby, you know. I be crying in the dark, and you know, I be reading y'all's comments cuz it really does bring joy to my damn heart, and it makes me happy that I know that somebody loves me or somebody cares about me, and you know that somebody just fucking just is rooting for me. But it's hard out here when you're going through the things that you're going through. Like oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys mean the most to me. And I hate to come on the damn internet. I hate to come on the internet like this and be all sad, because I literally said in my last video that I was gonna come back being positive and I was gonna come back and, you know, be all happy and joyful. But surprise, we're going through hardships. Yes. And mind you, I know this damn shit is gonna get clips because I'm all on TikTok already getting clips for the wrong damn thing. So hey, hopefully you get my good angle, get up into it. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So yeah, happy early birthday to me. About to be 21 and on the streets. Yes. This is so ghetto. Ooh, girl, I don't even have no napkins. Oh, yes, I do. I got tissue. Mind you, this is my last roll. Oh my gosh. And I know people might say, oh, just pawn the TV in the back. That's not my TV. That's the apartment complex's TV. So I can't do that. No shade. Yeah, hold up. Oh, I gotta get these damn tears off of me, girl. Oh, the ghetto. Yeah, but I'm gonna continue applying for jobs. I'm gonna try to get a second job because Alizea doesn't give up no matter how hard it gets. And no matter how hard I want to give up. I miss my mama. I miss my mama because I took her for granted. I took all her kindness for granted. I took all her love for granted, and I feel so incredibly bad. I be beating myself up over that sometimes. Like, I don't even tell my best friend that I be beating myself up over that. Like, there's a lot of things that I don't tell people that I go through and who I am truly in the inside, because I'm a nice, genuine, bubbly person. I do have attitude problems sometimes, which I'm trying to work on that, but certain things irritate me with certain people and with the way that certain people act. But yeah, and also, you guys know, girl, the documentary came out literally, I think 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. It came out in early June. So, yeah. If you guys didn't watch it, it's called Just Kids on whatchamacallit, Amazon Prime. Yes, girl, get up into it. And no, I didn't get paid for it. I did it out of the kindness of my heart because I wanted to speak joy into this world and positivity. I don't do things for money. No shade. I don't care. Like, money really doesn't move me, genuinely, to be honest with you. And I'm fidgeting right now because I'm trying not to have an anxiety attack, because literally when I get off of this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Literally, I'm incredibly scared. Yeah. But yeah, the documentary came out, and I'm actually grateful because the team that was behind the documentary was so incredibly sweet. Gianna reached out to me first. I think that was when I lived with my aunt when she first reached out to me. And actually, when she reached out to me, that was the first time I was actually homeless on the street. When she reached out, she was like, "Oh, do you want to be in this film?" And da 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 da. And then her sister ended up reaching out to me as well, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like, they're the real deal." Okay, hey, yes, of course I want to do the film. And yeah, the film, it was great. They spoke on a lot of issues in this country. They're a great, wonderful team. I wish them all the best. No tea, no shade. Who, baby, y'all need to go watch it because, girl, I watched it like I think a couple of nights ago, and ooh, baby, your girl is joyful. No shade. Even though I looked a hot mess on the screen, girl, it was still tea, girl. Mind you, I had my nails done and that damn stuff. No shade. Like, I had my little press-ons on, so I was clicking and clacking. And then, yeah, that stuff happened. But like I said, I have people who love me. Like I said, you guys love me. You guys are my babies. No tea, no shade. But aside from y'all, I'm talking about like people that I see like on a day-to-day basis, or that are actually in my contact information, like they're in my phone. Like, I have people who love me, but I don't want to burden them with my problems and stuff like that. So it's like, I try to just, leave people alone, and I try to figure out myself. And my brother, my brothers, actually, plurals, they both told me before I left to Atlanta, actually, the same day I recorded that vlog, in the vlog of me coming to Atlanta, they said, if you ever need anything, it doesn't hurt to ask. And I'm like, it does hurt to ask, because I don't want to seem like I'm just begging and begging and begging. I like to get stuff on my own. I'm a very independent person. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me with not asking for damn help, but seriously, I think that's my problem. I don't like asking for help. I don't like asking for handouts. I hate it. Like, oh my gosh, I hate it so incredibly much. No shade. But yes, I hate it. It's a lot going on. I don't know if I end up on the streets, like, well, it's not no if, when I officially do end up on the damn streets, um, no shade. I don't know where I'm gonna go. No shade. I might go to a different city. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something, girl. Something might shake, girl. Cause I don't know what it is, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. I don't know what is wrong with me. Cause like I genuinely feel like everything happens for a reason, good or bad. That's just the way that I look at my life. That's just the way that I carry my life. So yes. Um, but last but not least, this is the final thing that I'm going to talk about. You know, I kind of regret calling my best friend my best friend, um, and rushing our friendship a little bit. And I know this is kind of a little scary to say because, you know, I don't know if she's watching this. She might give me a phone call if she's watching this. But yeah, even though the girl has helped me and I've helped her, vice versa, like I said, the girl has my utmost respect. She has my heart. Like, love the girl down. But this is what threw me off with her. Like, I think 2 days ago, I was basically telling her that, like, you know, I'm about to be evicted and stuff like that. And, you know, offered she offered me to come stay with her. Like, and I was like, I'll think about it because I don't like really staying with people. Let me say it like that. Like, let me say it like this. I don't want to feel like a burden. That's why I don't like to stay with people because I don't want to feel like a burden. Um, but yeah, it threw me off because she said, "But yeah, if you come stay with me, you're gonna have to pay rent." I'm like, I'm gonna have to pay half of rent, mind you. When I'm not gonna say too much, but when she was going through similar situations, I didn't fucking charge her any damn rent. Literally, I didn't charge her any rent. I put my lease at damn risk, so I thought it was very fucking weird. That threw me the fuck off, and it still throws me off to this day. I'm not gonna look past that. That threw me the fuck off. Literally, that threw me off. Um, I don't know. I want to pay her back because she did pay my phone bill. Thank you to her. You know, like I said, she is a beautiful soul. But I like to any friend that I have, I wouldn't charge them rent because they're going through tough times. Even if they had a job, all that money that you have, save your goddamn money. Save your money so you can finally get your own stuff. You don't have to pay me shit because I wouldn't want you making me pay for anything. Like, you live here rent free, just don't make no noise and just have fun and just respect the damn place. Simple as that. No shade, but yeah, you know, happy early birthday to me. About to be 21 years old. You know, let's hope I get to see my birthday. It's in 8 days now. Yeah. And I'm actually be working on my birthday, sad to say, but I got bills to pay, so yeah, no tea, no shade, but happy early birthday to me. Thank you guys for all the birthday wishes in my community post. I love you, wonderful, amazing people. I'm so sorry this video is so kind of like sad and draining and down and but it was a lot that went on that I still haven't even said that I'm saving for other videos. Like, I have a lot of story times that I really want to do, but my main priority is, you know, keeping a roof over my head right now. And also to say this, I know it seems like, you know, that I have a lot of subscribers, I have a lot of followers on social media, and it's like, oh yeah, you know, she should be able to pay her rent. The coin is good, but let me say it like this. The coin is good enough to pay for groceries. It's not going to pay not one fucking bill. For real. Literally, how do I say this? My YouTube checks, when I first started getting my YouTube checks, that was literally for fucking noodles and pancakes and eggs. That's how much I make. So, you know, do what you want with that information. Because also I had to pay taxes on like YouTube. Like, when I filed my taxes, I had to pay taxes. So for every year now that I'm on YouTube, I have to pay taxes. So I'm not making that damn much. I'm not Mr. Beast, girl. So it looks all glamorous on the stuff online and stuff, but yeah. But I want to give you guys this life update because this video was requested by my favorite Bookie Bear, Trey. Hey sister, I know you're watching. I love you, Bookie Bear. I've also been watching your content, girl. But I love you, wonderful, amazing people. Cheers to 2026, I guess, 6 months into Atlanta, and it has been a hot ass mess. But yeah, I'm gonna get off this goddamn camera because the video is about to be an hour long. Yeah, is there anything else that I want to say to you guys? Because I don't know, let me see. Oh, well, I could talk about my love life for a second. I know this might be a little hurtful to say, but like I said, I don't want to fall in love technically. And don't mind the background, I got roommates, no shade. But 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 yeah, like I said, I'm about to run out of damn storage. I just noticed. But no shade. Like I said, I don't want any more distractions. I don't want love because I feel like that's a distraction. I've kind of messed up a lot of situations that I was in. Like I was talking to a couple of guys. I actually ghosted one guy. Don't even know if he's watching me, but I'm just not looking for love. I don't really care about love anymore. I don't know, like if it happens, it happens, but I'm not looking for it. It doesn't get me going anymore because like who, like what, like no, like because I'm also disgusted in men and I need time to heal from all the trauma that I've been through. That's another reason why I ghosted everybody. Like boys, for example, like I ghosted them because like of what I do and stuff like that. So it's like, it makes me look at people different. Like I can't even have a story time anymore. I'm using words loosely. So, yeah, I can't even do the things that I want to do. So it's like, without me looking at them different, let me say that, because it doesn't feel like anything anymore. It just feels like, get up off of me, like that. That's how it feels. So yeah, happy birthday to me though. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna post anything for my birthday. Like I said, I'm gonna be working on my birthday, so cheers to that. But girl, fuck, literally. But yeah, I love you, wonderful, amazing people. Stream Nicki Minaj, I mean, almost said Miss Magga Barbie, but oh my gosh, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I love you guys. Like I said, cheers to being 21 years old. And if you want to send me anything for my damn birthday, child, I don't fucking know. Y'all always ask for the damn Cash App. The Cash App is literally my name. It's literally Alizea, literally. So, yeah, bada bing, bada boom. But I love you guys. I'm gonna talk to you wonderful, amazing people later. Bye, loves.